It's Stephanie with Pasties.com here to talk about pasties application and removal today. This is an inquiry we get a lot of questions about, and I think a lot of times people just need more information than our directions. And because this is YouTube and I can't totally show you how to apply them, I'm going to place on my pasties nipples. These are actually pictures of my nipples. For all the people that ask to see pictures of me without pasties on, I typically just send them this product picture. And they don't find it funny, but I think it's super funny. So, as the directions state, make sure you're working with clean, dry skin, free of oil or lotion. Oil and lotion are going to lessen the integrity of our medical grade adhesive, and we just don't want that. Remove backing, and as the directions go, it would be to apply once, smooth down edges, get your teas on, gently remove, use oil or lotion if needed, and buy refills if you'd like to reuse the pair. So we started adding these little gauze nipple pads to our packaging about 8 months ago. It doesn't mean that inventory is out everywhere. So if you get a pair that don't have the nipple pads and you're worried because you have sensitive nipples or piercings, there's tricks around that. So what you would want to do though, if you have the nipple pads, is take it, apply it towards the center, and stick it down. Once this is down, it's not coming off. So, pick your spot wisely. Now, if you don't have a nipple pad, don't sweat it. Take a small piece of tissue and place it in the center. You don't want a large piece. You don't want to cover the edges because then it just won't stick at all. So be mindful with that. And you're also, if you don't have the nipple pads, depending on the shape and style and size you buy, you also want to be mindful of what size of tissue you use. So once that's down, you can just place it. And I always recommend placing your pasties on in front of a mirror or in selfie mode so that it goes on straight. If you're looking down, a lot of times it's going to wind up being crooked, and you don't want to keep removing and repositioning these because it will start to lessen, again, the integrity of our adhesive, and we just don't want that, and you don't either. So find your place, stick it down, smooth down your edges. You sometimes will see people where the edges are sticking up and all they need to do is just smooth them down. So smooth down those edges and they'll stay on better that way. You won't be getting water or they won't be catching on a jacket, your boyfriend, your husband, your girlfriend, whatever. Maybe your cat, I don't know. Now, other tricks include, prior to my augmentation, my nipples were a lot lower. So we'll put that down there now. And I wanted them more here. So what I would do is I would find just the bottom of my areola. I would take the bottom of my pasty and I would pull up slightly. Now you can't get so much lift out. You're not gonna be able to, well you could, but don't heave your breast up because if you do that, you're gonna get crinkling of the skin and then it's just gonna kind of look like a butthole on the edges and nobody wants butthole boobies. So to get minimal lift, just take it and just pull up a tiny bit. You don't want to pull up to the point of creasing. Now there's some women that have more, where their breasts might have the nipple really high. And for sometimes if you're not happy with that, you can take it and kind of pull down a little bit. If your boobies are looking out to the side, you could place on to the side and pull it in a little bit and try to gain a little bit of cleavage. So if you're gonna start changing placement of your breasts, just don't go drastic because again, you're gonna start creating folds and creases in your skin and you don't want that, but they are really great for getting minimal lift and shift out of them. So there's that. Other questions we've had is, if I have pendulous breasts, can I lift them all the way up with pasties? The answer to that is no. However, you can still enjoy pasties, and if you're on your back or sunbathing, even if they're pendulous, you're still gonna be able to see them a little bit. So just enjoy them and rock them regardless of your breast shape. Okay, so there's that part. There's something else I wanted to address. We talked about the nipple pads. Again, these are great, or tissue, for pierced nipples or nipples with sensitive skin. It will just keep the pasty from pulling or sticking to the piercing or your sensitive nipples. So the pads are great. Removal. Don't take it and rip it unless you're totally into that kind of thing. We don't recommend that. That could hurt. What you want to do is just gently lift the edge. If you have really sensitive skin, you might want to take a little bit of oil or lotion and just start working it in there, because that will help to remove the pasty. It makes the sticky not sticky at all. And then at that point, they're ready just to slip off and throw on your dress or whatever tickles your fancy. If you use a lot of oil and lotion in the removal, I don't recommend using our refills, because our adhesive's not going to be sticking back down again. So we'll put that out there. I think that's it for application and removal. I'm going to just take a little gander at our directions. Oh, I know what I'm forgetting now. Hard nipples. And this is something that's definitely makes a difference in how they fit. If you're able to apply your pasties with your nipples hard, your skin is contracted, your nipples are out, and therefore they will stay that way under the pasty. If you don't have hard nipples when you put them on, and you get the chills or a cool breeze, and your headlights pop on, your pasties are gonna crinkle. And not everybody wants a crinkly pair of pasties because they're crinkled. So if you can, try to get the chills, put an ice pack on, something like that. Make sure your skin's still clean and dry. But if you can put them over your hardened nipples, the skin will just stay contracted down under the adhesive, and you shouldn't have much of a shift change as you get warm or cold throughout the day. I think that officially concludes my tips and tricks for getting a little bit of boost, a little bit of cleavage, a little bit of placement. Yay! And that's all for now. Please give me feedback if you have any, and like and subscribe and all those things that we do. And let me know if you have any other questions that need addressing. Thank you for watching. Bye.